speaker.
Yay.
Jared Weiner celebrates the end of his quarter at school with a rejuvenating scuba diving trip to Maui. A rejuvenating scuba diving trip to Maui, Jared Weiner.
It's good to be back. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Many children want to be astronauts when they grow up. Did any of you?
I did.
Sure.
I never did. Leave the exploration to the more curious souls, I thought. As a child, I hated swimming in the ocean because I didn't want to know what was beneath me. But people change. I became more curious. I even decided to try scuba diving. And I'm so glad that I did. It's become a passion of mine in life. To be clear, not just an entertaining hobby, but a passion. It makes me feel alive. Passions are important in that sense. They offer us a way to discover ourselves. So as I talk about scuba diving today, think about your own passions in life and how they shed light on who you really are. As many of you have heard in my speeches, I often talk about breath. The bee stings, yoga, scuba diving. I'm always centered on breathing. On land, we tend to take breathing for granted. But underwater, it's always at the forefront of your mind. Air is limited, and scuba diving is expensive. It pays to pay attention to your breath. I remember my first time diving a shipwreck in the Philippines. It was a Japanese World War II oil tanker called the Olympia Maru. Perfect day, calm water, 75-degree temperatures, beautiful, clear. But as you descend deeper, imagine the water becoming colder, darker. It's quite eerie. See this, suddenly a giant metal, rusted, dead behemoth appears below you, covered with life. Vibrant blue and yellow angelfish swim through the halls. The walls are covered with colorful coral. Fluorescent shellfish poke their eyes at you every now and then to say hello. I was fascinated and so excited to see this new world. I forgot about my breath. 20 minutes into a 40-minute dive, I checked my air tank and I had about 5 minutes left of air. Oops. I quickly learned after that not to waste my breath. And that sentiment has stuck with me ever since. We have these moments in life when we're present, truly present. And I feel like that's when we experience inner peace. People who love the game of baseball say that they forget about everything when they're playing. Teachers will lose track of time training students to acquire a new skill. Meditation, or scuba diving, is that same type of meditation for me. Last week I was in Hawaii diving off the coast of Maui to an island called Molokai in search for the world's largest pedalogs, hammerhead sharks. To get there, we had to endure one of the most uncomfortable boat rides of my life. 15-foot swells ravaged our boat, water splashing everywhere, people hanging onto the rails for dear life. We were kind of wondering why we chose to do this on vacation. The whole time, I couldn't think about anything else but getting off of that boat. But once I got into the water and saw that shark, my mind traveled back to the present. It swam out from the shadows, 12 feet of raw power, majestic, really, writhing beneath us, searching for its next tuna dinner. I was lost in that moment. All the hour-long ride back, the seasickness that was to come, the chum buckets on the boat, all forgotten. I was at peace. And I thought to myself, how incredible. We can be so passionate about something that even in times of stress, we find that inner peace. Think about your own passions in life. Do they bring you that moment of peace, even for just a moment? Scuba diving is fun, no doubt. But it's that one moment that I'm searching for. We follow our passions because they wake us up. No matter how brief that moment can be, we feel alive. Our passions can change. Who knows, one day I may not find it as appealing to get up at 5 a.m. and jump off a boat in the freezing cold, shark-infested waters. But the power that I get from scuba diving, I believe I'll always seek. Not everything in life we have to do has to be passionate. But when we come across that moment, don't waste it right.